If I had to describe Senator Hillyard in one word, it would be statesman. He truly dedicated his life to public service and to making a difference to the citizens of our state.
If I had to describe Senator Hillyard in one word, it would be loyal.
I would choose the word benevolent. This is because he is completely unjudgmental, having a well-meaning and kind nature, and also because he's always calm and gentle with people, even when he's being very candid.
It's difficult, but I would go back to the word integrity. Senator Hillyard, thank you.
When I think of a word for Senator Hillyard, I think of good. He's good at what he does, and he's a good person.
If I were to describe him in one word, it would be measured. I was really impressed that he never reacted in an extreme to any situation or any topic.
He's selfless. Whether you were doing church callings, going on vacations with your family, working for your clients at your law firm, or serving the people of Utah, from every person I've met, every story I've heard, you were always doing something to help others and working extremely hard for the needs of others.
I think that word would be integrity. For over 40 years, he has done what he thought was right and for the right reasons. And because of that, the lobbyists mostly left him alone, and the other legislators that he worked with knew that they could always depend on him.
If I could use one word to describe Senator Hillyard, it would be statesman. He always stays true to himself, and he tells people how it is, but he does it with kindness.
It would definitely be statesman. Like he really just embodies what a statesman is today.
Wise, because as he would be the first to tell you, he had been around long enough to see everything attempted at the legislature, and so he knew what would work and what wouldn't work and why.
The listener, he always listened to constituents, and no matter their opinions or what group they came from, he always had a listening ear and listened openly without reservations.
I interned for you in 1985, your first year in the Senate, I believe. I want to wish you all the best and thank you for your service. You've been a great public servant to the folks of Utah. I can tell you that I learned a lot from you, and I've been in politics ever since.
I just wanted to express my gratitude of working with you and Alice. It is something I'm very grateful for, and give a lot of credit to me being at the point I am in my life.
From the first time that I met you, and throughout the years since, I've looked at you and your example of service and integrity. Your influence for good can be seen in the lives of individuals like myself and on the institutions that you're a part of.
When I was Lyle's intern, he asked me many times a day, "What have you learned today?" And that has really stuck with me and guided me in my career choices.
One of the many privileges I enjoyed during that session was driving with you from Logan to the Capitol every interim Wednesday. During the drive down, you would explain legislative process and procedure to me. On the drive home, you would ask me what I had learned during that day's meetings. What an invaluable introduction not only to the session, but to my career in government.
The favorite part of my internship was the time that I got to spend with Matt Hillyard. He was such a special soul and such a big part of my life, and I'm grateful to be one of the people that Matt loved.
Senator Hillyard has been one of my most influential mentors. Beginning with my time as his intern, I began to understand how important it was to have the legal background that he did in understanding very complex issues. So I followed his example and attended law school. And after 3 years of time at a traditional law firm, I found myself back working for the legislature in OLRGC. So while most attorneys fight about what the law is, I have loved fighting about what the law should be, and I attribute that to Senator Hillyard teaching me how to work with others with respect, with kindness, as a statesman, to find out the right policies for the right people at the right time. Thank you so much, Senator Hillyard, for all you've done for me and for the state of Utah. You truly are amazing and a true statesman.
During the session I worked for Senator Hillyard, he asked me 45 times what I had learned that day. Sometimes I felt like I was making it up, but I always knew that I had to have an answer for him. Senator Hillyard taught me what it's like to have someone on my team, someone in my corner cheering me on, and what it's like to have a boss who truly does care what happens to you and what you do next. I'm so lucky to have been able to learn from Senator Hillyard and to have been able to serve with Senator Hillyard and to be able to watch the lives that he's changed.